Hello and welcome back to Only Pay. We'll be discussing about the dark secret of Bill Gates. Be sure to watch all the way to the end. If you are new to the channel, then hit the subscribe button below from our life-changing content. Appearance can be deceiving, and quite appallingly, at times actions too can be deceiving. Bill Gates has always been known as the world's richest man with a kind heart who hasn't just accumulated wealth but has also accumulated a wealth of character. However, not so long ago, the above mentioned statement began to sound ironic as the truth behind the world's richest man began spilling out, the utter shock of those watching. Bill Gates has always managed to turn heads with the act of charity and donations and by working towards bringing out a change in the world. However, the question now is whether these acts of charities and kindness were mere acts done with the aim of whitewashing some of his dark and rather distributing truths. His recent divorce from Melinda French Gates further tore his perfect images as the optimum and godness as it brought to light several facts about the founder of Microsoft. The what and why. Leading philanthropist, the wealthy business magnate, a software pioneer worth billions. These were the labels that were usually associated with Bill Gates some time ago. However, when Milinda French Gates, his wife of 27 years old, moved forward with the divorce, these labels were slightly shaken. It slowly unearthed some deliberately forgotten and tactical buried truths about the software pioneer which put him under the radar of scrutiny. It might come as a surprise that even before the divorce, Bill Gates had a reputation for questionable behavior. Yes, you heard it right. That kind, smiling face does have a shares of dark secrets, and it looks like the lid over that is slightly loosening up, for better or for worse. It seems like the Microsoft founder was rather poor when it came to work environment behavior and etiquette. In 2018, Bill Gates chose to sweep under a carpet a sexual harassment allegation against one of his money managers instead of confronting the issues in a way that could be deemed just. Miss French Gates wasn't happy either with the ways things were handled and had insisted on an open investigation. However, the fact that the money manager Michael Larson is still at his job speaks volumes about how the whole issues turned out. As per some sources close to the matter, Bill Gates also used to hit on women who worked at Microsoft and Melinda Gates Foundation. The activities backstages are quite more interesting and appealing than the slowly they put out the general public. And if this seems unconvincing, the fact that the year 2020, Mr. Gates stepped down from the company's board after the board of directors opened an investigation the previous year's its response to those allegations tells volumes about the moral and ethical framework of this renowned philanthropist. And if all this was not enough, there was a Gates' infamous friendship with Jeffrey Epstein. Epstein had been accused of sex trafficking of girls, and yet Bill Gates thought it right to continue the friendship. Perhaps it is true that your friends tell a lot about the kind of person you are. Also, it cannot be denied that his friendship with Epstein was a major factor that contributed to the divorce. Truth can be different faces, and at times the faces can quite ugly and borderline distributing because some humans are rather skilled at wearing masks to hide their faults. Thus, the best and most prudent way forward is to take everything that comes our way with a pinch of salt. Here's why. Bill Gates stopped listening to music and watching TV for 5 years in 20s. Self-made billionaires. Bill Gates got a lot done in his 20s. After taking a leave of absence from Harvard, the young tech whiz formed a computer software company with a high school friend Paul Allen. The company because Microsoft the most valuable publicly traded company in the world. For half of the decade, he stopped listening to music and watching TV. He writes on his blog, Gates notes, "It sounds extreme, but I did it because I thought they would just distract me from thinking about software." His strategies seem to have worked. In November 1976, when Gates was just 21, he and Allen officially registered their company name Microsoft in New Mexico. 3 years later, the company left New Mexico and built its headquarters outside the Seattle, where Microsoft grew from a scrappy startup into the behemoth it is today. It's no secret that cutting back on entertainment can boost productivity. As educator and entrepreneur, Zratko Kavatik tells CNBC Make It. If you want to be more successful, limiting social media and televisions is a great starter. Impulsive web browsing and televisions watching and disease out of today's society unless your goals depend on either you sound minimize or even eliminate your dependency on them and direct that time towards things that can enrich your life. You don't have a quiet entertainment altogether to be successful, though Vijayatik points out. Even Gates, who remained CEO of Microsoft until 2000 and helps run the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, now makes time for Netflix. That's entertainment blackout period lasted only about 5 years. He writes, and those days I'm huge fan of TV shows and Narcos and listen to a lot of U2, Wilson Nelson and Beatles. How does have a new productivity hack through medications, which he and his wife Melinda now do 2 and 3 times a week for 10 minutes each time. I'm not sure how much meditation would have helped him to concentrate in me early Microsoft days because I was monomaniacally focused without it. Gates says, but now that I'm married, have 3 children, I have a broader set of professional and personal interests. It's a great tool for improving my focus. It's also helped me step back and get some ease with whatever thought the emotions are present. I like what I'm getting from my 10 minutes every few days. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and be sure to turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any videos just like this one. Please give us your thoughts in the comments below and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.